We are here. We are here. As you may have noticed, we do often give this statement, and this is a reminder to the vehicle and those reading and listening that we are indeed here with you. Not only are we an integral part of you, and so we are within you, but we are also here with you in the sense that while we are intricately connected to you all, we are also in our own place. We have our own expressions of being, and we are, as you would say, in another dimension or density, observing, supporting, guiding very closely all of you. No one is ever alone, as there are many who are with you. And it is not only us, it is also loved ones who have passed away from the physical plane. Oftentimes, many influencers from your history who you have deeper connections with than you may even recognize. And this is just a part. There are ancestors and friends and guides that you are not even aware of that are supporting you all deeply in your experiences, as well as the others here on your earth plane who are enacting out these experiences with you. They are also a form of guide, a form of support. Many friends and soul family in all situations, as truly these designed lives that you are enacting out now, as you may have heard it called, the divine play or the grand game. These are all designed experiences in order for you to find your expansion and your evolution, in order to realize a greater state of being, to remember yourself more fully and completely, even with the veil and illusion of forgetting that is essentially wrapped around this dimension. And so this is a great opportunity in all things to truly, fully begin to remember and recognize yourself, to expand yourself, even in this great density. And so, as this vehicle was a bit unsure of what we were wanting to speak upon today, we just wanted to give that reminder. And as it seems to be a favorite saying of ours for these exercises, a point of consideration, contemplation, and questioning for your curiosity and also for your application. And so, what we are truly wanting to discuss today is a concept that has been mentioned here in these conversations several times and in different ways. And it is also often mentioned elsewhere. And that is the concept of going within. And so we will expand upon this a bit. Now, as you are proceeding through your physical expressions, experiences, existence in this lifetime, take a moment to consider it. and to recognize that much of what you are processing your life experience with is your external senses. Now, of course, we do know that they do essentially transmit data into the processing unit, and that is possibly what you can consider an internal process. And yet, that is automatic. It is how you quantify, how you organize that data that is more of an internal process that we would consider going within. But that is just a small part. What we're really wanting to highlight here is most of your focus in your lives, in your reality, is on the external world. You are grabbing a coffee cup to take a sip. You are tasting the external liquid as it enters your mouth and hits your tongue. You are seeing this book that you are reading, or possibly a screen around you as you are listening. You are hearing these words, or perhaps other sounds around you as you are reading this, depending on the format of this information that you choose to intake. And yet, these are all external things. You have a conversation with someone, and you are listening, and you are responding. And so much of the time, the focus is on these external intakes or expressions, on external information or consideration. And yet, this is truly, we will say, not even half of the processing that you are doing. And this is not taking into consideration your very, very powerful mind. And so when we reference going within, we are speaking about pulling back from the physical senses, pulling back from the external world, and placing focus within. And so there are many different forms of this. There are many different possibilities with this, and there are many different starting points with this. For example, many individuals find a very difficult time to simply just sit. And now, interestingly enough, many individuals find a difficult time just sitting and processing the world around them through their physical senses with no distraction, no screen, just taking in the environment. And yet, taking it a step further, many individuals find challenge in shutting down the physical senses, especially the visual processors, the eyes, and just sitting with self. And many of you may find that when you attempt to do this, your thoughts begin racing. You possibly feel emotionally heightened, energetically scattered. And we are saying this is a starting point. It is not to be feared or shied away from, though for many of you it may be uncomfortable to begin this. And so, for those of you who feel that way, we're wanting to give several opportunities for focal points. And what we mean by this is imagine as you are sitting, you're closing your eyes, and your thoughts begin racing. You're thinking of conversations that you've had throughout the day, or possibly from days or weeks ago. You're thinking about all the household chores you must do, or something that's due for work tomorrow. You're thinking about individuals having problems in your families, or the whole range of things is flooding through your mind when you sit. And so, possibly, you resonate with placing your hands upon your chest and bringing your focus down to your heartbeat. Attempt to feel it with your fingers beating through your chest. Imagine it pumping, pulling in and swirling the vortex of your blood and pushing it back out into all your body systems. When a thought penetrates this, you simply just let it flow away like the blood in and out of your heart as it is oxygenated and sent into all of your bodily extremities. Perhaps you hear it, perhaps you just sense it, but focus on it for as long as you're able. And when your focus is broken, either decide to disengage from this exercise and move on to something else, or bring your focus back and allow whatever it was that broke your focus to flow away. Another method that you may try is visualize or pretend. Maybe just have a sense or a knowing, as you will not see anything physically, but you are able to sense it. You're able to place yourself in a field, as you did in a previous chapter with the beach. You're laying in a field. You feel the grass on your back and possibly tickling your neck a bit. Or if you're more comfortable, you are laying on a blanket in a field. It is calm and peaceful, and you are sensing the wind blowing on your face. And so when those thoughts begin rushing, see them as clouds. Identify them by simply just noticing they are there, and yet they are just blowing along with the wind. They do not need to be engaged in, pulled apart, processed, or solved. They can simply just blow away with the wind. And then for others of you, perhaps this third method is what resonates the most. And you can utilize any or all of these methods. It is truly what serves you the most in learning and remembering how to be at peace with yourself. This is a foundational step in going within. And so we do recommend that you give all of them an attempt. And then we do recommend that you begin creating your own methods, your own practices, your own processes, as this is truly about you. And so the third example we will offer is your awareness is seated in the mind. Or many of you may even feel as if it is seated in the brain. And this is just fine. And so as you feel your awareness is seated in the back of your head, imagine yourself. You are sitting by a fire in the mind. And perhaps, if you wish, you can bring into being the night sky and the stars around you. You can bring in the chirping of crickets and night sounds, if you wish. Or you can simply just sit in front of this fire. And when the vehicle does this, he often does just bring into being the fire. You can change the colors to any that you wish. It is your fire. And so now, when those racing thoughts come, simply just place them in the fire, knowing that you are not truly destroying them. You are simply giving them an outlet for the moment. You do not need to process them, categorize them, interact with them in any way other than just simply guiding it to the fire. If you have bills to pay, guide it to the fire. If you are fighting with your boss at work, guide it to the fire. Anything and everything. If you are wanting a McDonald's cheeseburger for this moment, guide it to the fire. And so in this process, you can find a peace. You are already finding a focus. As anything that flows up, you are simply guiding it to the fire. And after a time, after practicing these things, you will notice that more and more your brain is wanting to go into this state of nothing, of not attempting to categorize and think and process all these things. You will find more stillness. You will begin to find peace. And this is not going to happen instantaneously, as this is something you must dedicate yourself to. You must value and love yourself enough to give yourself this opportunity to find peace and solace within. And when we say find peace and solace within, we are saying create peace and solace within, cultivate peace and solace within, recognize your power as a creator in your mind. And we will say this again, recognizing your power as the creator in your mind, becoming the director of the mind. And so this is essentially a foundation of going within. And there are many other processes and exercises and things that we can and will give. So consider this a part one of going within. And so one thing we will add, going into this with a clear intention will be very beneficial to you. Even if starting out and beginning, it is simply just being. I am just going to sit and be with whatever comes up. It could possibly be I am going to sit and give myself clarity. I am going to sit and just be at peace. And as we said, this is a skill that is built, that is cultivated, that is created by you. As you and your very powerful minds are incredible tools. Your conscious awareness, mindfully focus and interacting with the tool of your mind is amazing. And so honor yourselves enough to begin these practices. Perhaps it starts at 1 minute. Perhaps you already have some practice and so you start with 5 or 10. This is for you. And so now we will just end this conversation and segment by again pointing the focus at your water, your food, and even the choices you are making by choosing to honor, to love, and to send gratitude to whatever you are consuming, whatever you are choosing to do with your life. It's a very powerful step. And as we will be talking about water in the next segment, we are just directing you to give yourself that love and honor and clarity as well, making a priority and a focus of your life to drink plenty of water, as many, 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 many of you in this planetary experience are so dehydrated and drained of water that you are foggy and unclear. We cannot even speak, as you are just so downtrodden, withered, or drinking anything but water. And so you are saying, but I am still here, I still function, even though I drink 25 energy drinks a day and 4 cups of coffee. And yes, of course, your body and your mind are resilient in their processing and existing. And yet, is it optimal? Is it allowing you to process and flush and restore your body and your mind? Is it allowing you to process our connections and the messages you are getting from beyond this reality? The senses, the signs, the ability. And we are saying no. It is possibly keeping you awake and in survival mode through each now moment. And yet, what we are offering here is so much more than survival. We are offering thriving, fulfillment, liberation. And so, please, our dear friends, drink water, love water. And we can assure you, when you do find yourself reaching that point of full hydration, you will begin to love and honor your water. And we know that it does seem like an insurmountable task, as even your human scientific studies recommend you drink approximately, we are seeing it as under 1 gallon a day. Not too much under, but we are recommending at least 1 gallon of water a day plus, as you are all processing and upgrading, flushing and restoring and balancing. And so this is a goal marker. We are not expecting you to wake up in the morning and chug 1 gallon of water, but we are making this a known goalpost, a focus point. Again, we will say, please, our dear friends, consume and love water. That is all.